Let's hoop. Yo, I'ma shut up and let the shot clock do its job.
I got him! I got him!
They're off to a fast start. Oh, he rips it. And another one.
4-0. 0-4. Hey, who got him? Hey, yo, right here! There you go, that's all you.
What next? We've seen the drill game. Just get ready to inbound. Misses from deep. Perfect release. What a move!
Come on, box it up, man!
This is irrelevant. Now's the time to get cooking. This guy's dribbling more than a toddler.
Hey, box it out!
No rebound necessary. See any double teaming? He's about to show us something. I can feel it. What is this? A dribble drill?
Whose man is that?
That's a make. Can he turn it around? What do y'all think?
Hey, yo, right here, right here! Hey, yo, right here!
Ooh, can't connect from distance. We get it. You can dribble.
I got him!
He's too little. The name of the game is buckets. Off target at the rim. Claw your way back. You can still find a way. Hang in there. Lock in.
Nice swing.
No good from distance. My man, where are you even going?
Who's got ball? Hey, yo, right here. Hey, yo, right here.
Bucket confirmed. Who's cooking right now? Find him. Double teaming? That's just rude. Let's get it done. Finish this one off.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking now at some numbers for Evan Mobley.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for Cleveland, the Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Tyson in at the 3. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Mobley passes to Allen. Knocked away, and it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Garland, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Mitchell against Edwards. Allen with a screen on Edwards. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Clock at 6. From deep, Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Hunter's checked in for the Cavs. Merrill comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've put together the 6th best record in the conference.
Well, I think for Cleveland, as of late, they've looked a little out of sorts, and that's really what's knocked them out of the top spot in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year, but they'd better do it quick.
Drops in the 3. Edwards has got 11 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Hunter. It's Merrill on the wing. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
The shot by Merrill, no good.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
That energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Hunter from the arc. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards fires from way outside. And so it's Minnesota feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham, and it's Clark in at the 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
The cagey veteran. All right, Shams, thank you. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Coach Kenny Atkinson hit the ground running last year with the Cavaliers. He said Donovan Mitchell gave him the blueprint, adding, "Mitchell told me our next step is empowering Evan, and me and Darius Garland can be great together. So there's no reason we can't be." So a lot of it came from him. He had a grip on where his team needed to go. BA, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. For the Cavaliers, Tomlin's checked in for Bryant. Darius Garland comes in for Mitchell. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Merrill. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. Randall on the screen. McDaniels passes to Randall. The kick out to Conley. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 20. This is their second straight game facing off, Grant. Do you see tonight playing out like last game?
No, I think this one looks different. When we talked with the coaches, BA, they told us they've each got some new wrinkles for tonight.
Conley passes to Gobert. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Garland. Edwards against Garland, and the basket by Edwards. Edwards has got 19 points.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Outside Garland. Ball left side. From behind the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Minnesota leading by 20. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Outside McDaniels. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, no.
Look out! Ruthless!
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And here's Hunter for three. Doesn't go for him. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Minnesota running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is veering off topic a bit. I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Timberwolves.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get them after.
That's it for us tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Allen, yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got his first 2 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Edwards for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
Inside. Here's Allen. An easy two on the layup. Allen's got his second basket of the game.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Cleveland calls timeout. Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Minnesota, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Randall against Mobley. Double team on Mobley. The ball's knocked loose. McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. McDaniels got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Tyson. From outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
McDaniels, that's good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Cleveland working the ball around now. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And the basket by Edwards.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Brian, back to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Hunters checked in for Tyson, and Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Conley against Allen. Reed for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Hunter on the wing. Mobley, he's open. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Fader on the way. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The T-Wolves on top, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Clark in at the 3. Here's Freeman. Hunter covering. Clark outside. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. Yet the three-point line was only like above the break. Teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's Clark for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Get on Mitchell.
Mitchell with the ball. Back to Wade. Oh, and Reed with a block. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The kick out to Conley. Three-pointer, nails it from beyond the arc. Conley's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Hunter. Here's Nance to the inside. Ball no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Outside Reed. And it's good. 2 points.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
The kick out to Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
The three from Ball. Reed with the rebound.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And here's Minnesota now. They've got a 22 run going. What a pace. Here's Dillingham. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Hunter from the arc. Cleveland again missing. And here's Conley. Launches it. It's in.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the off.
Thank you to everyone for being a part of tonight's game. Please have a safe and quick trip home.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Kobe, Bird out there with James. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Nowitzki in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Bird following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Over Russell. And Houston again with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Over Russell. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Houston Rockets.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in. and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
You know, for the Rockets, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Irving at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Guys, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Lively. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Bird looking it over. And another 3 for Houston.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Curry against Irving. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 14.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Jordan. Goes up on the high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Dallas, 9 games back.
And, you know, for Houston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Davis against Kobe. Here he goes. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here is Irving. He has yet to score. Davis finds Washington. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. 55 seconds left in the third. Here's Kobe. Kicks it out to James. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Washington. They double him with Nowitzki. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Davis, the pass to Washington. Dallas again turning it over. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
A different look for Dallas. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Flag. Max Christie comes in for Davis. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Irving. And a switch here also for Houston. Chamberlain's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Russell passes to Gafford. On the wing, Christie. Outside, Russell. From deep, Washington. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. He got it up. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Houston, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other, offensively or defensively. Let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Houston, Pippen is out there with James. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kobe. And it's Nowitzki in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Russell. And here's Washington outside. Nowitzki with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Deep 2 from Pippen. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Kobe gets the bucket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Rockets on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's James. For 3, Kobe. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Gafford. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Washington missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Out to Kobe. And Kobe throws it down.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Marshall with it, picked up by Kobe. Dallas moving it around. Fires the 3, and it's Washington missing.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Kobe goes in, and here's James outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here's Gafford. Pass to Russell. Davis has the open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Rockets. It's been 16 straight unanswered. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to LeBron. And Houston again with the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
And then Pippen slams it in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Now, here's Washington. Russell with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pippen with it. And that one drops for him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight doubles as a West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. With 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at the Clippers, Not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
Well, I think for Houston, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their number 1 seed status.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Thompson out there with James Harden. And it's Beal in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, they've got Stephen Curry. And it's Bird in at the small forward position. We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the Cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on. I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Leonard. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Jordan. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Connects from downtown. Garnett's gotten his second bucket on the night.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A heavy veteran roster. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Garnett, that's good.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here, following a win against Minnesota.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Here's Harden after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Beal from outside. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots. You've not made one of them.
Thompson against Jordan. A step-back shot. And another basket for Houston.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
For the Clippers, John Collins comes in for Bradley Beal, and it's Bogdan Bogdanović in for Amen Thompson. For three, Collins. It's hauled in by Houston, and this group has reached rarefied air with the win streak underway. It's now up to 21. Unbelievable.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Back over to you, Brian.
A heavy veteran roster. Allie LaForce with the report. Thank you. Sally. So it's Los Angeles now after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Harden the open look. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Houston leading by 23. Steps back and fires. And another basket for Houston.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Harden scanning the floor. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got his fifth rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Takes a three. And Houston another three.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Houston cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
On the floor for the Clippers, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Chris Paul out there with Bradley Beal, and it's Bogdanović in at the small forward position. Houston has gone 6 of 6 from downtown thus far. Drills it from deep. James has got 5 now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Beal outside. And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay it on the line.
Yeah, some teams didn't make any changes during group play, but that mentality can change in a heartbeat when you know this could be the end of the road if you drop the game tonight.
LeBron James has built his game well beyond the three-point line. You've got to check him everywhere.
Collins passes to Bogdanovich. Here's the three from Paul. It's hauled in by Houston. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Amen Thompson's checked in for the Clippers. Harden comes in for Chris Paul. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Beal with it. Jordan picks him up. James with a steal. Pass to Bird. On the take. Oh, wow!
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And here's Lopez. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. And the Rockets making a change here. Curry's checked in. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harden misses.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Three-pointer, Harden. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Bird, that's good.
Well, LeBron is still that good at getting others the ball. What a clever kick-out pass.
Beal, the pass to Collins. Leonard for three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here are the Rockets. It's been 16 straight unanswered. Here's Bird. And another basket for Houston.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Leonard finds Beal. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Here's Bird. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Three-pointer, Beal. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. Curry with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Thompson. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal. Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And here's Thompson for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Garnett from deep three-point land. And Houston, another 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Houston Rockets.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Bird in at the 3. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Picked it out of midair! And here are the Rockets now. Here's Olajuwon, and another basket for Houston.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Back to you, Brian.
A tremendous IQ. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's Garnett. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Garnett's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Garnett's got 5 rebounds tonight. With the step back. And here's Jordan. 13 points in the game. And a deep 3 from Curry. And Houston, another 3.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Pass to Zubac. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal. Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. No good. Unable to win this run.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Garnett. And it falls all over the rim and in. Garnett's got 17 points.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Beal, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Garnett, that's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hey, yo, Harden.
Harden against Curry. Harden drawing the double team. Thompson outside. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. It's tipped.
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Curry. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Shot's good by Olajuwon.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's Houston making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Clippers, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Amen Thompson out there with James Harden, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
Outside Bogdanovich puts up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. The Rockets on offense. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Lopez. Outside Bogdanovich. Lopez, the screen. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Harden misses.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Collins against James. Outside for SGA. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Lopez. For 3, Collins. It's hauled in by Houston. James has got 5 rebounds in the game. Bryant outside. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Knocks it down from distance. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Poke loose. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Fade away. And again, it's Houston.
Fading back, he created the space to get the shot off.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Harden with it. Now Pippen defending. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Bogdanovic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Nowitzki, covered by Lopez. Another 3 from Houston.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Outside Harden to stop the drought. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Bryant outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this